Yeah, here we are again. Oh, I guess I could. No, I think I'll stand. Yeah, at a festival, and what Sarah was saying about what was it? The gift. We do honor or dishonor to the giver of the gift by how we use it. And I'm thinking about that as I was walking around the festival, and I saw like the sun stage and just how much artistry and attention went into creating that, and how much effort and how many like resources, human and resources and natural resources. And like that's the kind of extravagance that I love. Because I mean, for like the resources in one fighter jet, you could put on this entire festival. And I mean, maybe people got paid to do some of the things, but like no one puts on a festival of this caliber just to make money. Like in a sense, it is a gift. And so that I'm really feeling that, and my moment here in front of you all is a gift too, and this moment is a gift because none of us created our existence here. So really right now, I had some things prepared to say, but I just want to pause and appreciate just the truth that this moment is a gift. And that is actually kind of related to what I was planning to talk about, which is synchronicity. Maybe people have noticed that at festivals, you seem to, you experience a lot more synchronicity. It's legendary at Burning Man, for example, that you just happen to bump into just the right person at just the right moment, and some incredible thing happens that wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been in that flow. And it just seems like there's some intelligence operating that theoretically it's operating all the time, but it doesn't quite seem that way, does it, in normal life? But here, because you didn't make it happen, that's what a synchronicity is. It's a gift, actually. You didn't contrive for it to happen, you didn't plan for it to happen, you didn't make it happen, but it happened. And it wasn't just random either. It was meaningful. And when I experience something like that, I recognize the presence of a larger intelligence. There's this magical feeling, and there's also a feeling of homecoming, a feeling of no longer being alone in an unfriendly, indifferent universe. An intelligence wandering around a dead material world. A synchronicity alleviates that feeling, and for me it makes me feel at home in the universe. And so why is it that it happens more at a festival? And maybe sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes it does, and what makes it happen? So I have a theory about that, which goes to the very nature of what a festival is. A festival is the suspension of conventional reality. That's why people like wear extravagant costumes, and traditionally carnivals and festivals, they always have these flamboyant colors and outrageous decorations and everything. All of that signals that you are not in normal reality right now. And so the programs that you have to navigate normal reality, they can drop. They're not useful here. And it's not just I guess I would include in programs maybe your entire personality. Maybe a different personality, a different person wants to come out and play. And that release of control, that release of predictability, that release of planning, that being in the flow, that's what allows another intelligence to operate. Because when everything is controlled and planned out, there's no room. You're actually eliminating it from reality. You're living in a reality in which that kind of thing just doesn't happen. And you may have noticed that outside of festivals, when do synchronicities happen a lot? Usually when you are either in some kind of crisis and everything's fallen apart, your relationship's fallen apart, your job is fallen apart, you find yourself in some new city and you don't know what to do, you don't have a program, you don't have a plan, and that's when the magic starts happening. Because again, another intelligence has room to operate when you release your intelligence's attempt to control things. And it doesn't mean like to never try to control things and to never make plans and to abandon completely consensus reality. No, but in order to stay sane, we need a break from that reality sometimes. We need to touch base with an alternative reality, a larger reality, and all of the parts of ourselves that correspond to that reality that may be dormant in normal life. And then, like anything that's never used, it becomes stagnant, and then it becomes like a tumor. It becomes cancerous. Life needs to express itself, and when life is suppressed, it becomes sick. So I'm feeling really grateful to even be here at this festival. I know that it's been 3 years since Envision has happened. And during COVID, I kept getting invited to speak at online festivals, and I said pretty much the same thing every time. I said, this is not a festival. I said, I tried not to be rude, I said, thank you for keeping the idea of festival alive, but let us never settle for this as a substitute for festival. Because we surrendered it, in my view, too easily. We didn't hold it as precious. When they said, okay, what's an essential service and what is not essential? Festivals were the first thing to go. How unessential can you get? But I think that that's wrong. I think that it is essential. Societies from time immemorial have had festivals. When the normal social order was overturned and, employees could curse bosses and people would have sex with people who were not appropriate, and all kinds of taboos were broken and the cows were let out of the paddock, and people wore outrageous costumes and it was recognized on some level that in order to maintain society, you have to have these breaks from society, breaks from who we are in those societies. Because on some level we recognize the unreality of the roles and dramas that we play out every day in our lives. Maybe if you've had like that kind of psychedelic experience of the cosmic joke, or this understanding that you're like an avatar, an actor in a play, and that's okay. It's okay to be an actor in a play. It's okay to take that seriously, and to be the best possible actor, the best possible version of that role that has been assigned to you for your development. But it helps sometimes. Not only do we need a break from that role, but we become better actors when we activate the rest of ourselves. So, yeah, I guess that's just really, being here, and that feeling of gratitude for those who have kept the idea of festival alive and have created this festival and given the gift of the festival to us. I'm like, yeah, may we make good use of that festival. Because the better we receive the gift and accept the invitation to step out of our normal personalities. You know what? Here, I'm just gonna model that a second here. Hold on. got this. It'll require taking off my shirt. Hope that's okay. I'm having a serious wardrobe malfunction here. And let me introduce you to Sir Dudley of the Galactic Federation. Hello. Name, Sir Dudley of the Galactic Federation. Very happy to have the honor of being in your exalted presence. And that, where I come from, is not a figure of speech. We want you to understand that a very important event has happened recently on Earth. You have become provisional members of the Galactic Federation. What that means, you will come to know. You'll see me around. I will take questions, but I may not give answers. All right, so back to Charles Eisenstein again. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, so many roles, so many people. Like, we're not unitary beings, are we? You know how like you make a new friend, you know, you have a new relationship, you step into a new situation, and you hardly even know who you are anymore. Embrace that. Let this time here, the rest of this festival, be a time where you hardly know who you are anymore, at least for a few moments. Step into that. And I promise you that amazing synchronicities will unfold. Little ones and maybe big ones too. Dare to do that. And that's what it is to receive fully the gift of the festival and do honor to the lovely people, including Sarah, who created it. So yeah, I think I'm probably done with 20 minutes. So thanks for your attention, everybody.
Yes.
Oh, I have 5 more minutes? All right, cool. Yeah, I'll do that. Well, what should I talk about? Galactic Federation.
Gifting.
Compassion.
Gifting.
What was that one?
Gifting. A gifting economy.
Gifting economy. Yeah. I mean, all these things are connected. Yeah, the Galactic Federation is... Okay, so to understand things like that, we have to step out a little bit from what we might call objective reality. Because the Galactic Federation literally does not exist in the reality that we have inherited in modern society. It's not like it exists, but we haven't found it yet. It actually does not exist. When you step into a festival, you're also stepping into a different reality. That's why you have to have a ritual in order to enter. And you're given then a talisman that communicates to your unconscious mind that you have entered a different reality. I'm wearing my talisman on my wrist right here. And to get that talisman, I had to go through a small ritual, and probably everybody here went through a ritual in order to get the talisman, which is handed out to you at the shrine at the entrance to the festival, and then you enter sacred ground. I mean, isn't that amazing? Like, we think of it in terms of, that wasn't a ritual, that was buying a ticket. That wasn't a ritual, that was checking your name on the list. That wasn't a ritual, that was putting a band on. But no, it's all a ritual. And the purpose of these rituals is to establish that you're stepping into a different reality. So in this reality, which again corresponds to a slightly tweaked version of you, and you're feeling it right now. Like, are you feeling entirely normal right now? Or are you maybe feeling like you're a little bit on medicine? Just a little bit. You know, it's in the field. You don't actually have to take the medicine. It's in the field. Everything I'm saying is informed by medicine. It's in my voice. It's in every single person here who has been in medicine space. And so that is part of the induction into a reality in which the Galactic Federation not only exists, but has been waiting for us for a long time, and is maybe a little cautious, but welcoming. To be accepted as a full member of the Galactic Federation, there are certain aspects of human beingness that are visible at a festival and established by a festival that have to become the new normal. So I guess that is kind of the final thing I would actually want to say about festival. It's not just a break from normal reality. It is also an outpost of a future reality that's stuck into the present and into ourselves. And you know, that future is not a future where we never do any work and we're just dancing all the time. It is a future where we dance a lot more and do a lot less of what we call work. But the real thing about it, the significant thing, and the thing that is attractive to the Galactic Federation, because they're interested in humanity for our music and our art. And that is the most relevant future projection at a festival, is that it's devoted to beauty. Like, it's devoted, like, yes, to practicality. The stage is practical, but it's also beautiful. More beautiful than you think it would have to be, because it's special, because that's what we're devoted to right now. And that is all I've got to say. Thank you.
The incomparable Charles Eisenstein. All right, what a beautiful night. How's everybody doing? Right. Our next speaker has been here all week with the yoga camp. He's got the Life Force Academy. How many people have visited the Life Force Academy?